Okay, let's talk about episode 3 of Heated Rivalry. I'm going to keep it short because this episode will definitely question relationship, make you want to sit down and read a relationship book like history books itself. So let's talk about it. So we have Scott and we have Kip. So in the first of the episode, you see Kip and Scott meet at a shake bar, or what's it called, a milkshake bar or something like that. Um, the way they met first was by purely coincidence. Purely coincidence. I love Kip's father. I love the motivation he always gives Kip, even though when Kip is feeling down, because he's waiting on some scholarship thing in his mind will never come. But as this father keeps looking to him, he's saying he loves him, you will do good, don't think about it. He is one of those motivational father or parent that every character who's going through hardship needs, and that is the thing that I love about that father, and I love that they put that relationship father son moment in this drama. Now, like I said, this episode, I forgot to mention though, this episode is basically focusing on not Rosanoff and Hollander. This episode is focusing on Kip and Scott. So, anyways, Kip and Scott, they are in a relationship. Both are liking each other, but let's be honest, they didn't know if they both like each other at the time because they're both gay, but they don't know they're both gay. Because how do you just run up to a person and say, hey, you're gay, let's go together? No, that don't work. So they slowly they both moved on to each other, but the person that moved the most was Scott. And even though Scott have a little bit of issue, and I will tell you that later, but their relationship was going a little bit smooth. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was going smooth. So after their little smack scene, because why not? Oh, by the way, I'm disappointed in the NC scenes because they weren't showing much of anything as much as Arlander and Rosanoff. Like, dude, where is the booty cheeks? They don't give us much. I'm disappointed. But anyways, it's the morning off. And I do love this, even though it was hard for Scott. Scott did admit to Kip that he is in the closet. He's not ready to come out yet. But he really does love Kip. He wants or see a relationship with him, and I do love that for him. I do love that he tried to approach someone even though he himself is in the closet. Not Kip, but Scott is in the closet, but he tried. It's like therapy. He did his best to approach someone, but they're in a relationship and it's complicated. And when I heard that, I'm like, dude, you're complicated, and then you're bringing in someone else into your complication. It's gonna be a big problem because you don't come out in the world. So when he's in a relationship with you, it's gonna be hard to go around with you knowing that you two are in a relationship but you're in secret. That's a problem. It's not going to be good. It's never going to be good, especially the fact that you know that it's your first time with this person. It's not the first for Kip. People know that he's gay, but the thing is, he is openly gay and he's with someone that's secretly gay. It's not like a good mathematics there, because if he goes around in a relationship with you, he himself wants to be in a relationship to let people know, and it's not gonna be good. I'm telling you, the confusion is gonna be confusing in episode 3, and I'm trying to wonder if, because episode 1 and 2 was with Hollander and Grozanoff, will episode 3 and 4 be about you two? Because it's not looking good. Another thing, every time when Kip says he wants to leave, Scott is begging him to stay. You can tell that Scott has been lonely, so that I understand. But the fact that if you're trying to keep this relationship secret, Kip is forced to tell his father that, hey, I'm with my friend, that girlfriend that can't even tell his own father that he's in a relationship with a hockey player, let alone in a relationship with a guy. That's the whole point. You basically trapping Kip, and you don't even realize that. You don't even realize that you're trapping this boy. Now, I sound like I'm mad with this whole review or recap or whatever it is I'm calling it right now, but I'm not. It's just a high opener. Like this part. This part looks like Scott has been to therapy, and the therapist just say, hey, socialize. Try to go out and be with the boyfriend that you want people to know that you're in a relationship. Try to go social experiment. Homeboy went to the heart museum with Kip just to test out the field if he's gonna be okay to go out in real dates. And at first it was going great until like people start passing. The fact that Scott shushed Kip in public, knowing well. I mean, like when he talked, I'm like, nobody can know that you guys are in a relationship. You could just be talking art, but no, he got shy. I wouldn't say shy. I don't even know what you call that. And he just walked away. Now, when he walked away and he went home, he was literally having a panic attack. At that point, I was like, okay, we can't be upset with someone that everything is new to him. We can't just be forcing him to things, even though he's trying. So I was like, okay, calm down, deep breath in, and how do breathing exercise, because even me, I don't like to go out that much, and there are things that I try to do that I can't even do. Even until this day, I try to do it and I still can't do. A lot of people have strength and weakness, and when it comes to the weakness, it's not easy to actually conquer that. So we can't go for Scott and be mad at him when clearly he's trying. So we can't be mad at him for that. Okay, let's talk about the friends difference. Kip has friends that knows that he's gay, but one or two people, actually two girls, knows that Kip and Scott is in a relationship. And girls were chill with it. They will not tell anyone because Kip asked them to. But Scott don't have any friends to tell them that, hey, I'm gay. You see, he doesn't have anyone to talk to. So it's kind of hard for him. And we have to understand that part as well. This is the part that I love the most, but also the hardest part. So, one of Kip's friend, I really don't remember her name, but she was sweet. She was talking to Scott, telling how Kip is great and he loves Scott, and Scott said he loves him. But she also mentioned that Kip is miserable. She basically said, dude, you're trapping Kip. Kip can't go out with you. We can't tell the world that he's in a relationship. But clearly, Scott wants to do the same thing too. But if you're out here trapping him, basically keeping him away from sunlight, making it photosynthesis, people don't know nothing about you. She basically gives him the big thing. That basically gives all the details, all the right things. And it makes Scott wonder and think about what he is doing to Kip, which is very sad, because after they go home with all this dance and they talked about it, they both realize that maybe they're not ready for each other in this relationship, because Kip really wants to be in a relationship with Scott, but at the way things are going, Scott is not ready yet. So unless Scott is ready to at least branch out a little bit, then the relationship can go. But for now, it's not something that is ready to be watered, if that makes sense. Sadly, in the end, because of that situation, they went their separate ways. I am very sad that they had to do that, but it has to be done because there wasn't any progress. There was only progress with just being alone. It's not like they fought or anything. It's just that when they're alone, they're sweet. They kiss, they have sex or whatever. But in public, they can't even hold hands, talk together in normality. There was nothing like that. So, I don't know, maybe episode 4 is going to be two of them where maybe Scott got brave enough to talk or something. Because if episode 1 and 2 was about Rosanov and Hollander, or what's his name, Shane and Ilya, I don't know. But it did end just like Shane and Ilya. They didn't even get to kiss. It's sad. The ending was, I don't know, since the start of it and the middle of it, when they start understanding that it's Scott is the problem, that he's not ready for any relationship, especially the fact that nobody knows that he's in the closet. Since he said that, I knew problems was gonna kick. So that's how I knew this recap wasn't gonna be as long as it should. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know in the comments what you think. And for the readers, Go ahead, spoil it for me. I want to know. Okay, this scene, I kind of forgot about this one. This one is great in my book because in this scene, Scott was up against Ilya team and Ilya made a comment, right? Okay, then later on in the scene, we see that Scott was up against Shane and Shane made a comment and Scott was like, "You're starting to sound like him," and Shane's like, What do you mean?" He's like, "You know what the F I mean," and I was like, "See." I knew homeboy knew. It wasn't rocket science. I knew he knew it from before, from the time they were in the coffee shop with the friend, and the way he was defending the fact that the other guy must talk nicely about Ilya team, and then when he sat beside him when Ilya kind of passed Shane and told Shane his room number, and he was like, "Oh, it's a jackass," or it's a whatever it said, asshole or something like that. And he's like, "Well, lucky me, I'm room beside him." I'm like, I feel like homeboy knew, but I also feel like it wouldn't be a problem. But then again, he started to cause a problem with fighting. But I don't know, it doesn't cause us a threat. I feel like if he comes out in public, I think he should apologize to Shane. I'm just saying. Also, this is the last. I'm just saying this, but I feel like the bar owner at the time when I was watching it, I'm like, maybe this bar owner likes Kip because I don't know. I just sensed it, but I guess I was wrong. I could be wrong. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say.